In this video, we are going to look at one of the past projects done in the journalism capstone. I like this project because it's done with Spark, and I have had some trouble accessing it in the past, so I thought I'd record this so we can walk through it a little bit and we will have it for posterity. I'm going to first just run through this without any interruption so you can see it in its entirety, and then I'll come back and we will take a walk through it. Feel free to mute my audio if you want to go back and just watch it as well, right? So you can watch this in a number of different ways if you'd really like to delve into this project. As we go through it, if you would like to read the story, just pause the video. I'll try to set up the framing well enough so that you can actually read the content, but otherwise, I'll just point out a few things about it. So this is Adobe Spark. It has a very nice sort of way to open the page. What's the Buzz? A multimedia project by Rebecca Harrell. And just for your information, I do ask students if I can use their projects like this. So she is pleased to have me use it. It has a video which is on YouTube, but also is easily hosted on Spark. And I've also got this video linked separately if you want to take a look at that. So we won't play through the video, but it's easy to link a video from YouTube. Then we go into the story with a nice, simple display of text. You can also add visuals, graphics with it. And as you scroll, you'll see that captions, cut lines can float in, as it did in this case. So we keep going through text. There obviously are links in the text that are useful. And you can see that as you keep scrolling, images can come up. And again, we'll see a cut line in just a minute. And that continued scroll of photos and captions can be useful. One of my favorite parts of this project, the way Rebecca designed it, is this next section here. So let's take a look at this. The way the text slides up over the photos allows you to do a little focus in on the photos. And there's also text boxes with the photos, which is could be captions, but it actually works better if it's just some more information that is not actually in the story. Just this is sort of that added information, that interesting tidbits, but they don't have to be in the body of the story. They can be handled like this. As you can tell from this, as the photo changed, the caption or the tidbit of information that floats up also changes with it. So it's specific to the photo that we're seeing. I particularly like this one because it says, you know, a honeybee pictured center emerges from its honeycomb cell and immediately begins working to collect pollen. Other bees in the colonies will inspect the bee and then continue to do their work. I mean, it's very detailed information about how the hive works that is too much for the story, right? So this could be a video, but this sort of text over photos works well. Actually, and this is my favorite because it points out the queen. So the larva of the queen bee is stored in a cell near the border of the hive frame. Queen bees are larger than others, so they require a larger cell to grow. Hives are fertilized or will fertilize for multiple queens at a time. When a new one is needed, if more than one queen is hatched, the colony will choose one and kill the other. But this, if you consider how she got this information, you have to know a lot. You have to get a lot of information from your sources so that you can understand what you're seeing. You can take notes on it, and then capturing the best photos that will show that. Just get a few more here. And then we go back to the text of the story with subheads, which subheads are important in long stories, but particularly when we're sort of breaking it up into chunks the way it is in Spark. And then we return to more photos with captions. Note that the captions have specific information, not just what's happening there, but also, you know, why people are doing what they're doing. Scott only wore a hat and a veil for protection. He was wearing shorts, as these bees are very calm, right? So it explains why he's doing what you see in the photo. And that's it. So Adobe Spark can be an effective way to tell particularly visual stories.